Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Tito.
And I'm 30.
And we're
the Nerdy Bros.
Happy late birthday.
Thank you. I mean, it was just like 2 days ago. No big deal.
Yeah, it was November 2nd on Dia de los Muertos.
Yes.
Day of the Dead. And I just now realized that both Coco and The Book of Life are movies about the Day of the Dead.
I haven't seen The Book of Life.
The Book of Life is awesome, and I just recently watched it.
It's old. Didn't that come out 2011 or 12, something like that?
Yes, something like that. Do you want to hear a funny story about The Book of Life?
Sure. I like funny stories.
You might not like this one.
So it's not funny then.
Well, it's funny. It's funny to me when I think about it. I bought that movie because it was like brand new, and I wanted us to watch it, and I took it over to this is when you were still married, and we all planned to watch it, and then you guys got divorced, and the movie stayed over there, and we never watched it.
Amazing. I mean,
and
I still have a daughter there. I could just be like, hey, Amaya, bring that movie. That's your uncle's.
Yeah, it took me, well, I don't even know if it's still over there or not. Yeah, but it took 10 years later or however long ago. It wasn't 10 years ago.
10 years?
It wasn't 10 years ago. That's way too long. It was a long time ago, though. Yeah.
My daughter's not even 10.
Yeah, it took me forever to finally sit down and watch it again, though, and I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
Is it on Netflix or something?
It's on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
It was really cool though. But yeah, no, just as soon as I said Dia de los Muertos, I was just like, wait a minute, Coco and this movie are about.
Yeah, but I don't think The Book of Life is technically a Disney movie, right?
I do not think it is.
I mean, you would see the Disney thing at the beginning, just like you see in all the Disney movies.
I don't know. It was on Disney Plus, so I don't remember.
They still play the thing.
I don't recall.
Yeah, but Disney owns a bunch of other stuff. So, anyway, yeah, I haven't seen that movie, but anyway. Yes, I'm 30 years old now. Holy shit. Where the hell is the time gone?
Everywhere and nowhere.
Yeah. What have I done with my life?
We've done a podcast, and it's nerdy, and it's awesome, and we're having fun with it, and we welcome everyone back. Thanks for always being here and being a part of the audience.
Share it. Buy merch.
Like it, share it, buy merch. Help support us, guys.
Support us. Honestly, if you guys literally just share it with other people that you think might enjoy this, that's enough. It'd be awesome if you bought some merch so we could help pay for more equipment or, whatever. But if you just share it and help us grow, we totally appreciate that as well. So, yeah. But anyway, Tito, at the start of this episode, we always do this thing called Tito's Hot Take. This is a part of the episode where I tell Tito about something new and upcoming and get Tito's hot opinion on it. And Tito, there was
you have to say it faster
things.
If you're going to copy
I'm sorry, motherfucker. I tried my best, though.
I'm running on 39 hours of no sleep.
You're sitting. Anyway, there's a new trailer of Morbius and The Book of Fett. And
we're doing multiple trailers.
Yeah, and I've watched neither one of them. What about you?
So I did check out the Morbius one.
Okay, cool. So tell me about it because I don't know anything about it.
Well, it seemed pretty cool. Like you saw a couple scenes from the other trailer and stuff. But I don't know. I think I watched it maybe 2 days ago or something. I don't know. Again, we talked about when it originally was. The first trailer or the first teaser came out. We talked about a little bit, especially how Jared Leto's not necessarily
your favorite actor.
My favorite actor at all. So I don't know. I think more or less the look they're kind of getting down, but it's just more so. Also, I've only known Morbius to be kind of like a Spider-Man antagonist. So giving him especially the fact that I don't see him as that big of a Spider-Man character to have gotten a standalone film. Venom made complete sense. And if you haven't seen Venom 2, because let's say you were underwhelmed by the first one, it was a good watch. We enjoyed it. And the secret ending made everything worthwhile.
Yes.
So definitely go and check it out.
The post-credit scene is amazing. You should definitely watch it. It'll hype you up. So you should watch the movie if you haven't already.
But the Book of Fett, I'm really not excited for it. I
Boba Fett's like one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars.
You know what's weird though is how much people loved Boba Fett. Like if you compare it to like the original trilogy, I like what did he do? Like I
He
mean, if
captured Han.
he captured Han, Darth Vader captured Han, not Boba Fett. He just handed him over to him. You you can't tell me I'm wrong there. And then what he like
Well, but he imprisons him in carbonite.
that's like I also feel like well wasn't Darth Vader also there for that too though?
I mean, he was. They only the bounty hunters have that. That's why the Mandalorian has all the guys in the carbonite.
Yeah, I don't know. Like if anything I would say like the Guido scene is more famous than all of like Boba Fett's
Did
parts.
you say Guido? You mean Greedo?
Guido, yeah, Guido.
A Guido
Sorry.
is something completely
I will
different.
reiterate
The
that
Italians.
I'm running on 39 hours of no sleep.
That Guido, that Han Solo
Pauly
scene when
D
he fights those Italians.
is in the original trilogy, okay?
He fights, he's like, yo, dude, GTA, GTL, Gym 10 Laundry. And then fucking Han Solo's like, kills him.
He shoots his hair. That's
Yeah.
where all the force is.
Oh, that gets him into a lot of trouble because no one fucks with Pauly D's hair.
But yeah, no, I didn't really see like I know that he is a beloved character. I just don't really get why. And again, like I mean, even at the
He's just
start,
like a fan favorite.
yeah, but even at the start of episode 6, like what he like flies off, shoots a couple times, and then like what is it? I'm pretty sure is it Luke that deflects like a blast into his jetpack, and then he just falls into the Sarlacc pit, and then that's it.
Sweet.
That's it. I was just like, how is this
But he
your
doesn't
favorite
die,
character?
he survives.
Like at least with Django, you got to see some like badassery. Like he has kind of like that confrontation fight with Obi-Wan when they're on Camino, and then he's standing as like Count Dooku's bodyguard in Attack of the Clones, and a Jedi comes up behind him, and Django like literally like flips out a pistol, shoots a bunch of times, and then finally lands shots, and then does Western style like flippity flip, and then puts the gun back, and then gets his head chopped off by Mace Windu. Like that's all like to me was way more memorable than anything that happened with Boba Fett in the original trilogy.
But Boba Fett's still a beloved character. I don't know why you're like arguing with me. It's not like
I'm not-
made
no,
that up.
I'm just
he is a
explaining-
beloved character.
No, yeah.
Plus,
I said I
this is
understood
not
that.
the Book of Fett is not following what happened with Boba Fett at the end of like Empire Strikes Back or anything like
I
that.
thought it is supposed to be like how he got out of the Sarlacc pit and then everything that's been happening.
No. Literally, when he sits on the throne at Jabba the Hutt's palace at the end of season 2 of Mandalorian, it says, "Will return with the Book of Fett." It's going to be following Old Man Boba Fett and that other bounty hunter that got shot and then is now like half android or whatever. The trailer has both of them in
See,
it.
but like to me, that's almost even less interesting. I would at least
It's a spin-off series.
I would either want to see like how Boba went from being the kid who had to pick up his dad's decapitated head in a helmet to like becoming Boba Fett / maybe instead
You might
like
get some flashbacks. I don't know. Neither one of us has seen the trailer.
I don't know.
So you might get
Old man-
flashbacks, but this is going to be following the characters from the Mandalorian.
Old man Boba Fett didn't really do it for me. Like I just want another season of the Mandalorian.
Yeah, right. It was really cool when we found out that he was still alive. He helped Mando.
Yeah, but I'd like, but again, still like, they still technically like both Mandalorians at the very least by creed. So, because I mean, even Mando's not a natural born Mandalorian; he was a foundling, and I think
there are no Mandalorians. Mandalorian isn't a race. It's like you just said, it's a creed. They just pick up people and then you become a Mandalorian.
But those are specifically foundlings that then become Mandalorians. Like the planet Mandalore existed, and people that were born on there
a
were
long time ago.
Mandalorians in a galaxy far, far away. Roll credit. No, I'm just kidding.
And that's the end of this episode.
Yeah. No, but like, if anything, I'm way more excited to see what happens with the Mandalorian. I mean, the whole hype behind it as awesome as Mando is, like just by himself, like a lot of the hype behind it was with Grogu, Baby Yoda. So like now that he was passed off to Luke, it's just like, okay, now what? Like
Right. So
you
like
got
who is it supposed to follow? Is it gonna are they gonna CGI a Luke Skywalker with
no, 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 no,
Grogu?
no, no, no. That's not it. I guess
Or is it like
I'm just super
fucking
curious.
Grogu's just gone now and now it's just following Mando?
That's kind of like it's kind of like knowing, for instance, it's kind of like knowing, let's say you knew Lord of the Rings was a trilogy, 3 movies, and in the first movie they destroy the one ring to rule them all, and then you're just like, oh, wait, they already did it. Like what's gonna happen in the second one then? Like the kind of the plot was set up pretty early on that it was supposed to be he's trying to find like a place for Grogu, and then he did that at the end of season 2. So that's why I'm just like, now I'm just curious. I'm not saying I'm disappointed or like I'm not excited. I'm curious to where it's gonna go.
I mean, it could have gone nowhere. Like I would have been okay with it.
No,
ending
nowhere's
right-
in the Marvel universe.
I don't know what that means. It could have ended right there, and I would have been okay with that.
I probably would have been okay with
Like
that too.
Luke just taking Grogu, and then you're like, all right. The only thing is that like now that they introduced this character, like this
Kylo
is young
totally killed
Luke.
him. Kylo totally killed him. Grogu's dead now.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like this is young Luke, and the Luke Skywalker that trains Kylo is much older. This is literally Luke Skywalker. I just defeated the Emperor, and like my dad just died.
I mean, it could be like, within like a
Like
year.
Kylo's not
like
coming
a
for
year or two.
years.
Yeah, yeah. But then again, I'm pretty. Didn't they say Grogu was technically kind of pretty old too? He's
Well,
just
Grogu's 50,
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
but he's still
Yeah.
fairly new in the Force.
what 900 years old you are? Look as good you will not.
Exactly. How you get so big? Patience. All right.
Um,
All right. Anyway,
Okay, wait. In full fashion, if you're going to be taking over what I say, what's the next part of the show, Junior?
and now we move to a fan favorite segment known as
Anime is an important part of our culture.
and I don't have anything to say because I've been I think well no that's not true. We watched the My Hero movie.
We watched the My Hero movie. Oh my god,
And it was amazing.
It was amazing,
and we got free manga when we went to go see it.
yeah,
which
it was
really
kind of
cool.
nice. Yeah, it was actually informative too. Some of the stuff in there was cool, especially like there are some new characters and like random pro heroes and or villains that they introduced, and it was just like if you didn't understand their quirk and they were brand new, they like put that in the little manga book they gave you, which was really awesome.
Yeah. The movie was awesome.
Yes.
Still not better than the second one, but way better than the first one.
Yeah, like definitely, like I would say pretty neck and neck. But I just can't get over like the Midoriya Bakugo double fight against
Yeah.
Seven.
Yeah.
Right, that was the villain's
Nine.
names. 9.
Like the stakes in this one were higher than the stakes in the second movie,
Yes.
but yeah, like the fight with like Bakugo and Midoriya against Nine is like way better than the fight at the end of this movie.
But oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Yes, if
10
you
out of
haven't
10 we'll
seen
watch
it
again, yeah.
and if you love My Hero Academia, you need to go see the movie. It is amazing.
All right, guys. Now, as
Made up
promised,
for the season.
yes. Oh well, for Junior,
Made
yeah.
it for the season.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that if there was
we're not
any
gonna
episodes.
do this again.
Don't tell me that there was any episodes that were better than the movie.
No, I'm not going to say that. But
Exactly.
But
so
again,
the movie made up for the entire season.
that's just your point of view.
It's the right point of view.
Like I've been saying for the past couple of weeks, I wanted to look up different types of genre of anime and kind of get like a grasp on what those are and share that with you guys for maybe a little more knowledge, some nerdy things. And I think one that everyone kind of knows is shonen animes. And those are animes that encompass an enormous variety of subgenres, sports, fantasy, science fiction, and even horror stories are found beneath this umbrella. And I feel like a lot of shonen animes are definitely, especially like some of the bigger names they usually start off with, they don't always have to be actiony, but they're definitely usually
Like One
the most
Piece and
popular.
Naruto.
Yeah, which are definitely a little more actiony. Another one that I hear like being talked a lot are like I think it's like Seinen is stuff like Black Lagoon if you ever check that out. So if you're looking for robots, action, magic, and warfare, you've got Seinen. And I think some of these sometimes are also kind of like subgenres, kind of in the same way that like a square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle can be a square. That there are some genres that are also alike to others. Then obviously a big one that everyone knows, mecha animes, which like no matter what, and it's funny like when they pointed it out because I hadn't really noticed it until I started watching more mecha animes, is like every single mecha anime usually deals with some form of like discrimination or racism, and I think my favorite thing like when it comes to people talking about that is when like they try to tell like others that like Attack on Titan is a mecha anime, and then they cite all the things that happen in normal mecha animes, and then it's just all the same stuff that's also happening in Attack on Titan.
There's no mechs, so it can't be a mech
Just
anime.
a skin, it's just a skin mech.
Not a mech.
Slice of life. That's another big one. Usually have to do with kind of. I think most of those are usually centered around either romance or stuff that's happening in like high school. You can find transcendent joy and laugh out loud humor in observing the rhythms of life. So they got those. Then you just have straight up romance animes, and then I feel like a subgenre of that, and then can get definitely pretty weird, are harem animes. They don't always have to be like super. Should say, what's the word I'm looking for? Super sexual. Sometimes some
Super sexy.
some harem animes just have to do with the fact that like the main character is just kind of constantly beloved by like pretty much like the opposite sex, or just everyone's just like attracted to them. But one that's a big one that everyone usually loves is High School DxD.
It's hilarious.
It is hilarious. Then there was one that I kept talking about before, isekai. And now I know what it means. And an isekai anime is a protagonist transported to a different world. So those are pretty much like all your like
Video
game ones or ones that get transported to like fantasy ones. And then
Shield Hero.
yes, Shield Hero would be another one.
When's that season getting another one?
It should be coming out soon. Fantasy of Grimgar and Ash is another one too. Then last couple of ones I feel like are just kind of genres that would fall in kind of any type of category, like cyberpunk or apocalyptic and post-apocalyptic, horror.
I was gonna say, what about like horror anime?
Yeah. And then yeah. But that's about all. That's covering like a lot of the major ones and the big ones. And again, there's other subgenres that fall in place with all those. But I mean,
So like, are the slice of life? That's also the sports anime.
yes, you could kind of say probably usually certain slice of life animes can also.
But like the slice of life ones are usually like, this is straight up just regular life. Like we go to high school and we fall in love, and like I feel like the sports ones are not.
No,
normal.
like for instance, like Haikyuu,
like powerful.
Haikyuu is definitely a shonen anime, but then you'll have stuff like, no, I was thinking of another one, but
Like
I think
the basketball one is also like crazy.
that one would also, the basketball one I can never really get into because it makes it look way too much like they're using superpowers on the basketball court.
Yeah, yeah.
At least in Haikyuu, like. It has never once felt like that. Like it's just wholesome volleyball action, and it's phenomenal. Like even watching some of the characters' developments and as they improve in the games, like I never thought I'd be into a sports anime, and I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Don't care. But that's I think all I've got for anime this week. Like I said, I did want to look that up, and I did, and I gave you guys some of that information. Hopefully, you guys found out something new and interesting.
All right, segment over.
Yes.
All right, so Tito,
Me.
besides My Hero, besides the movie, what else have you been watching and or doing? Playing.
So Like I said earlier, I watched Book of Life. That was a new one, but then I also just from as much as we were talking about A Bug's Life a couple months ago, I got the urge to finally watch that. Rewatched all of that. Um, I loved how much like I remembered some of the lines to the movie that I completely had forgotten up until like they were up on the screen, and then I could just like recite exactly what's going on there. But again, like when we talked about Disney versus Pixar, and everything that I talked about A Bug's Life still holds water to me. Like phenomenal, great movie.
Holds up. Yeah, I mean, like I told you that like, I'd recently just seen that because we're getting close to the end of the year. I have November and December to finish watching the rest of all the animated Disney movies.
Did you say Max
I'm like
really
still like I like just started the year 2000, and I have to like obviously go for like another 20 years.
Max really liked A Bug's Life, right?
Yeah,
He hasn't seen
liked
Ants.
that one.
Yeah.
No, well, Ants isn't Disney; it's DreamWorks.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like he didn't like.
Yeah,
I wasn't
he
getting
liked
them
A Bug's
confused. Yeah. But I think, like movie wise, that's it. I haven't really, like we watched what there's like a new children's cartoon that has to do with like was it like the Grimm fairy tales,
Brothers Grimm.
the Brothers Grimm's fairy tales. You and I started watching a few episodes, and while we were watching, eventually I got fed up, and I was just like, "What is going on?" Because we were on one story,
Yeah,
and
it's
now,
called A Tale of Dark and Grim.
yeah, we were on like one story, and now it feels like we've peered into all these other ones, and I don't think this fair because everything was about Hansel and Gretel, and I feel like there was like kind of one story, and it just kept getting longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. That like even
Yeah, but the part where they separate and Hansel is with that fucking royalty guy.
Yeah, the
and he
Lord.
won't leave his horse.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I
Yes,
love
it's
that.
just hilarious.
I was like almost probably like half asleep the episode before that, don't remember anything, and then that episode immediately woke me up, and I was like, this is funny. It was just kind of like it's not that the show was hard to follow or that it wasn't fun to watch. It was just more of like I thought we like each episode was going to be like a different fairy tale.
I also thought that too when I first started. I didn't know that it was just going to keep following them. However, maybe halfway through. I don't know how. I think we made it to like episode 5 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many episodes there are. Also, maybe they're going to keep doing this, but it's every season. It's going to be a new grim fairy tale.
But that's
like
what I
this
was.
one's on
That's
Hansel
what I
and
was
Gretel.
starting to look up because I mean, spoiler alert for the first episode, very early on, the parents cut off their kids' heads, and then
Sew them back on with like magic string. Thread.
Yeah, but it's never explained.
Why? Well, again, we might get the explanation at the end. We still don't know who the old man is that's been following them either.
Yeah, and then at one point Satan showed up. What'd you call
Old
him?
Scratch.
Old Scratch.
Yeah.
What's that from? Is that just
that's from a book.
Oh, okay.
That's from it's like a poem.
Okay.
Thoreau. I don't remember. I remember the poem is called like Old Scratch.
But yeah, so yeah, we don't know who that old man was or what the hell's going on. They keep finding themselves like bumbling into all these situations. But basically, I was just looking to see if I could read the like story where they were getting all this information for this show. Because what it essentially was is they were trying to take, they were trying to make a show for kids, but they were trying to base it off of like how the fairy tale actually went. And from everything I was reading, or at the very least, maybe I just didn't find the right one, but I couldn't find anything that was close to what was going on besides the tale of the witch in the candy house.
Who was not a witch?
Who was not a witch. She was just a cannibal.
Yes.
Who liked to eat children.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
there's this story called The Devil and Tom Walker, which was published in 1824. But it's like about a person that like sells their soul to the devil to like live longer or like get rich or something like that.
Steal your pickle.
But they like refer to the devil as Old Scratch.
But I think, yeah, so we watched that. I don't think we checked out anything else. We've been a bit busy gaming.
Yeah. Well, it's like you have like kind of steadily been playing games. Like I haven't played games in months, but like since I got the PlayStation 5, I've just been like completely enthralled by Demon Souls. And we're each one trophy away from the platinum.
And we've been so
We've been flying through it.
so I got home from work at 6 in the morning today.
Did you get off early?
Or I guess I should
No.
say yesterday. No, I'm a liar. I got
home
home
at 7.
at like 7. Stopped at Casey's. I got some za, some pastries, some monsters, and like as I walked in, like the dogs were still out, and then like you kind of woke up, and I handed you a monster, and I was like, Demon Souls. I'm gonna try to stay awake, and you were just like, all right, bring your stuff down. So like I ate my food, then brought my stuff down, and yeah, pretty much from like 7:45 till when we
It's like
started
11
recording this,
p.m.
we have been playing Demon Souls.
Yeah. Played Demon Souls for over 12 hours.
And as much fun as it was, I really did think that I was just like, you know what? If I just have this full game of video gaming, I'll have something to focus on and do, and I can stay awake, fall asleep at a reasonable hour, and like hopefully be sleeping normal for like the rest of the week and not staying up till like, somewhere between 5 and 7 in the morning and then falling asleep and not waking up till like 2 in the afternoon.
Chin chin.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we've basically seen the same thing. My Hero, I've been playing video games. I haven't watched The Book of Life. We watched that show together. I've been watching Dropout TV because I'm watching that new season of Dimension 20, the D&D show about the Seven, which has been pretty cool. And yeah, I don't really think I've been watching like any more like TV or anything like that. Like I periodically watch like stuff on YouTube, but yeah, pretty much just been playing video games. Like I've now beaten Demon Souls twice, and I'm on my new game plus. And yeah, there's just one trophy left, but you need to like keep beating the game because some of the boss souls you have to use to get spells from different NPCs in the game. So like you have to keep doing it, which is why I'm like on my third playthrough now of the game.
But have you thoroughly enjoyed it?
Oh yeah. Like had a lot of fun. New Game Plus was extremely hard, but like so far New Game Plus is fucking easy.
Yeah.
Also, I'm like level 143.
I think I'm only in like the 120s.
I'm
I'm a magic user, baby. What?
What was I gonna say? Well, I bought a couple new games, though I have played. I bought the newest Paw Patrol game because I told Max I'd let him pick out a game. So I played that for like 5 minutes, but I let him play. He actually did really good.
He did?
Yeah, on the very first level, I think there was 600 like bones that you could collect, like dog treats. He got like 540 something all by himself.
Wait, like using a PS5 controller?
Yeah.
It's not like awkward.
No. He like pushes with one hand on the analog stick, and then he uses his other finger to like hit the X, because like he doesn't have to like fight or attack anything. It's like a side scroller type where he just has to like jump over boxes and shit like that.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
Start him young, guys.
He just goes like, "Yeah, I did a good job." I'm like, "Yeah, you're doing a good job." So I watched him play for a little bit, and then I played for a couple minutes. I bought the new Nickelodeon like Brawl, like basically like Super Smash Brothers, but
Is that what they called it? Nickelodeon
characters.
Brawl?
Yeah, it's like Nickelodeon Brawl or something like that. I don't know. It's pretty fun. I've beaten the story mode or the arcade mode with all of the characters. I'm like at like 30 something or 40% of the trophies to get for the platinum on that game. And then the last game, which is the game that I'm going to play after I platinum Demon Souls. Fuck, I forgot the name of the game. It's like a loop. Death Loop.
Death Loop.
Death Loop, that's what it's called. which
I've
is
heard
made by
good things about.
Bethesda.
Yeah, I've
which-
heard good things.
Yeah, it's got like all 9s and 10s like across the board, with the people that have been like reviewing it. But it's made by Bethesda, the same company that made well, did Bethesda made Skyrim, right?
I know they made the BioShock games and they made Halo, didn't they? Wasn't Bethesda part of Halo?
No.
No.
But they
I know
also made
BioShock
the
for sure.
what's the you bought me the second one, Dishonored.
Dishonored.
They made the Dishonored games. Let's see, Bethesda games. Here we go. Here's a list of Bethesda games. Yeah, they made the Fallout, Deathloop, Doom. Yeah, they did do the Elder Scrolls, Skyrim,
Okay.
the Fallout games, the Dishonored games, Rage, Quake. Yeah. So,
Oh, they're also part of the Evil Within.
okay, yeah. So, but this one is kind of like Dishonored, and then there's also that new game that had come out for the PS5 like a while ago called Returnal.
Yes.
Where it's like every time you died, you would start back at the beginning of the world but you would like had learned and you had like unlocked secret areas. So it's just, like you kind of like knew how to navigate and the goal was like to try to get a little bit further and a little bit further. Every time you died, you would start back at the
They
beginning.
said it was like Space Guns, Dark Souls. So similar to that, and then like a dash of Nier games. And if you don't know anything about Nier games, they're not known for being lengthy because apparently there's like a billion different endings that you can usually get. So
You played one of those, right?
yeah, Nier Automata. I enjoyed it, but like it was my first experience.
You mean Nier Automata?
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. But it was like my first experience with Nier games, and I didn't like when I beat it. I was just like, "Wait, it's over! Like this was it." So, like there was like a bunch of stuff that I was still kind of trying to do, and I didn't even think I was that close to the end of the game. But I guess yeah, you're supposed to like keep replaying it, but I don't know. It's a hack and slash, and I like those games, but similar to like some of my all time favorite hack and slash games like Devil May Cry, like usually once I make it through the story, like it's a hard minute before I just decide like, you know what, I'm gonna do this again. So.
Right. So, but in this game, Deathloop, you're like an assassin and you're on this island and you have 8 targets that you have to kill. And you like, if you die, it's like you can either die or at the end of the day just resets. You keep replaying the same day over and over and over again. The only way to stop the death loop is to kill all 8 targets before the day's over. So if you kill 2 and then you die, you start back over. But you can unlock new weapons, unlock new powers that will help you kill certain enemies easier. So it's kind of like a Hitman game, but with that like death loop thing. So I'm excited to play it. I haven't started it yet, obviously, but like I said, once I get the platinum on Demon Souls, I'll be playing Deathloop because that game. I watched the trailer and I watched some of the gameplay, and it looked really, really fun. So I'm excited to try it out. Because other than that, then I'm not looking. There's nothing else that's coming out until Elden Ring, which is in January, and the Forbidden West in February.
Yeah.
I
Which
know
I
that
both have reserved.
you're going to be playing
Yeah,
I'll probably watch you play that because I like watched you play the Marvel game for a little bit.
I'll
the
definitely
Avengers.
have a little bit of a review on the Guardians of the Galaxy game. I also need to just go and pick it up. Just last week I was super busy.
So yeah, where we at here? All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Like we haven't really other than gaming, there hasn't really been a whole lot of other stuff. I did watch a Tom Hanks movie on Apple TV Plus. It was like one of the first ones that came out called. I'm blanking on the name, but it's like it was a naval war movie, and Tom Hanks was like the captain of like his ship, and
I'm the captain now.
They
Isn't
were
that
like
also Tom Hanks.
Oh yeah, that's Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
That's the true story of the the guy that got taken over by Somali pirates.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, he's like the captain of the ship in the Navy, and they have to like. The premise is once they get to a certain point in the ocean, the air coverage has to like turn back because they're going to run out of fuel, and they have to like fly back to like the U.S. So they have to cross this certain area, and once they get close enough to the other country that they're trying to go to, which in this case is England, then other planes can come out and meet them. So in that stretch where they can't have any air coverage, they're like basically they're unprotected by air coverage, but like Tom Hanks is on a Navy ship, and they're supposed to be the protection for the cargo ships that are crossing with supplies, because this is like during World War II.
Okay.
So they have to like they're being like hunted by German U-boats, which are submarines, and they like sink ships, and they have to like battle them and shit like that. And it's like pretty intense. It's like really cool. The whole movie like takes place over like 2 days or something like that. But
Did you ever watch the movie Battleships?
yeah, with Rihanna. Yeah, the movie was stupid. Let's not even talk about that.
Isn't it also Liam Neeson in that movie?
Maybe, but the movie was dumb because
Okay.
it was like supposed to be based on the game, but
Yes.
then there was aliens, so it was just stupid.
They added aliens? What?
Yes, that's what they were fighting against. They were fighting against aliens.
I did not know that.
It was so stupid.
I'm pretty sure the moment I saw the title Battleships, I was like, never gonna see this.
I saw it. It was like entertaining, but it's just like dumb. They were like, I know. Remember that awesome board game? Let's add aliens and make a movie. Hell yeah. Like whoever greenlit this movie must have been so high.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie with Tom Hanks is really cool. I think the movie is named what the name of the ship is. I just can't remember for the life of me, like off the top of my head, what the movie is. Oh, feature films. It's called Greyhound. The movie's called
okay,
Greyhound. So yeah, I watched that movie. It was pretty cool. If you have Apple TV Plus, you should give it a watch.
Check it out.
Tom Hanks is about to put out another movie on Apple TV Plus. It's about to come out soon, and it's like a post-apocalyptic world. It's like Tom Hanks, a robot, and I think like a animal, like a cat or something. You know that movie like Chappie?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like the robot kind of looks like that.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it comes out soon. Let's see. Oh, Finch. That's what it's called. Oh, it's a Tom Hanks, a robot, and a dog.
Oh, that looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, the trailer's out, and the movie comes out like I think this month. I think in November at some point it comes out. Oh, it comes out this Friday.
But there's a lot of stuff that's coming out this Friday. The Witcher, I think.
I don't know if The
No.
Witcher, but
No.
The Eternals comes out on Friday.
Oh, the Eternals come out on Friday.
Holy shit, I'm so excited for that. The new trailer was amazing.
Yeah, League of Legends is having a Netflix series come to.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Animated?
Animated. Come to Netflix about Jinx and V. And V's actually one of the pops that started my my little Funko Pop collection.
Is it gonna be? Excuse me. Is it gonna be like animated? Like it'll be animated, but like animated for kids, or like?
No. It looks like it's gonna be super badass. I saw my best friend Troy, who's super into League, has been playing for years, and he checked it out and he thought it looked pretty awesome. And yeah, that comes out this Friday, so I'm actually really excited for that. Really excited for the Eternals. We still need to watch the new James Bond movie.
Yeah. No. It looks like season 2 of. Oh, I just started Netflix.
We're gonna watch Netflix today, guys. Live reviews.
It doesn't come out till December 17th.
December. Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
I was thinking
But
of League of Legends.
The Eternals comes out on Friday, and holy shit. I'm so excited for that.
Dude,
Let's talk about that for a minute because they've been getting really bad reviews by the critics. Like, they're saying it's like the worst Marvel movie.
I did hear a little bit about that.
Not that I give a shit what the critics say. I only give a shit about what I think. But
I mean, sometimes don't you advocate for the critics though?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's like just I mean, if we
like,
want,
I'll still watch stuff even if it's been rated poorly. But a lot of the times, I want to watch stuff that's rated well. Like if I go on IMDb and it's like somewhere in the like high 7s, 8s, 9s, like I definitely want to watch it. But like I won't shy away from something that was like rated at like a 4 or a 5, especially if it's like something that I want to see.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I watched this past weekend for Halloween. I watched the new Halloween movie, Halloween Kills.
What was it on HBO?
No, I didn't watch it. Like I didn't like pay for it or whatever. I don't know where it was on, but our cousins had it because I went to our cousin's house for a Halloween party.
Yeah.
And I watched Halloween Kills, and I watched this movie called The Werewolf Within. Werewolf Within or Werewolves Within, which was like a horror comedy, and it was fucking hilarious. And that one was rated low. It was like rated like a 5 point something, and I watched it, and it was so funny.
How was Halloween Kills? Because I heard people that went to go see it in the theater walked like out, like they were just not happy with it at all.
Yeah, a lot of people were upset because it literally followed the events of the way the last one ends when Jamie Lee Curtis comes back.
Okay.
Because like I guess at the end of that movie, she sets up traps to like trap Michael Myers, and she traps him in the house, and they get out of the house, and the house starts on fire. And the firefighters, so at the beginning of this movie, the firefighters like walk in, start putting the fire out, and then he kills like 8 firefighters. Like, it was just, I was like, this is so stupid because it's just like, why aren't they all attacking at the same time? Why is it like they're surrounding him and it's like one at a time they're going for him and he's like, disarm, kill, disarm, kill. This guy comes at him with like one of those giant like saws that like they use for like cutting doors down and shit.
You mean
like
the
that.
Jaws of Life?
No, well, Jaws of Life are literally like Jaws. This is like a saw.
Okay.
And he like turns the saw on the guy's neck and he's like, ah, like blood's coming out and shit. But yeah, at the end, well, I guess I won't really spoil it, but basically people were pissed because it was just like, Jesus is like, he's supposedly just a human. Mm-hmm. And it's like, why won't he fucking die? So yeah, I watched it. I mean, it was like cool for, it wasn't like scary. There was like no jump scares. It was just like this guy, it was just like gruesome. There's just a lot of blood, a lot of killing. That's pretty much it.
So just like any other slasher.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the Scream movies are like slasher films. Like they have like jump scares and shit. But yeah, this one.
Yeah, but I usually like.
People didn't really like it.
I like the theme of Scream.
And they reused actors that died in the last movie in this movie.
What?
Yeah. I looked it up on IMDb.
Uh-oh. That's no bueno.
I mean, they were playing different characters. They didn't have the same name, but it was like they reused actors to do this next movie when they were dead in the other movie. But yeah, the Werewolf Within movie had, the new girl who is the spokesperson for AT&T. There's like AT&T commercials now.
The new girl?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
You've had to. I've seen. As soon as I saw her, I was like, "That's the girl from the AT&T commercials." Her. You've seen her. You've had to have seen the commercials.
No, yeah, but why did you call her the new girl? Those commercials, like she's been on those commercials forever.
What's forever?
For years now.
Nah,
she's the AT&T girl. You made it sound like they had an old one and now they have her.
I mean, I don't think she's been the AT&T girl forever. Again, forever is what, a year, 2 years?
No, but it's different when you like hire actors for like a commercial, whatever, and they like exclusively every time they do an AT&T commercial, she's like in it.
Yeah,
like she's the AT&T girl.
Okay. So, but still, she hasn't been the AT&T girl forever. I'm just saying, like the newest girl, that's her. Anyway, she's in the movie, so I was like, oh shit. Like she's
branching out.
actually like doing like, I mean, I guess being in the commercials is still acting, but I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, she's like in a movie. And then the other guy, and this is what drew me to the movie, is the guy who's getting married to the sister in Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. He was in it, and he was in Veep too, and he was hilarious in that. So I was just like, oh, and he was in Ted Lasso. Yeah. And,
God, he was. Oh my
God, he's so goddamn funny.
Yes.
So I was just like, oh God, yes, I need to see this movie. Yeah, it was a horror
Who
comedy.
the fuck do you think you are?
It's fucking hilarious, dude. So funny.
I shit on you.
Yeah.
Oh my! And I was not expecting that to happen at all. Like I was maybe expecting him to be pissed, but like everything that the character did,
He was like choking the fucking mannequin. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway, yeah, I watched those movies, so I forgot about that. Yeah, The Werewolves Within was fucking hysterical. It was fucking historical.
it was both.
Yeah. Anyways, I already don't even remember where the fuck we were even talking about, how we got to this. Oh, I was just talking about like, because I was telling you about these movies didn't do that well and the critics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely am super excited for the Eternals. Honestly, I don't give a shit what the critics say because it's only been seen by critics, hasn't been seen by fans yet.
Yeah.
So like, even though like currently on IMDb it has like a shit rating, once the fans actually go out and see it, they're gonna start rating it. It'll probably go up in points like immediately. So I'm so excited. I mean, the cast is an all-star cast at the very least, just for that reason.
Yeah.
Kit Harington, Richard Madden, Kumail Nanjiani, Salma Hayek.
Yo, did you see that
Angelina
he
Jolie.
got just stupid jacked? Like I
Yeah,
had heard that he had
seen
to put,
that way before because he was on Dak Shepard's podcast and they had already filmed. So he was like, yeah, I had to get in shape for the movie. But when I actually saw him in the commercial, I'm like, oh, he got like really fucking jacked.
So no, like I saw him in the commercial and I kind of felt like, oh, he worked out a little bit. And then like there was, I was looking at some news feeds and they showed like just, probably a picture like a paparazzi took, and he just looked immensely just yoked out of his mind.
Yeah. Fucking Marvel knows how to make them fucking
apparently.
actually look superhuman.
Make these action figures come to life, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, kudos to him and to pretty much anybody out there, especially that has to put their body through all that stuff just for a movie, for our entertainment. Like, it's definitely.
I mean, it's not just that. Like
Yeah.
people who like Christian Bale, who lost a ton of weight to do like certain, or like people who like gain weight to try to help portray characters better instead of just like wearing like fat suits and stuff like that. Like, I mean, that's your craft. Hone it, like do whatever you want. But like, I'm like, holy shit! Like some of these people are like, good for you. You're like really, really going there to like, get us to believe in and get really immersed into the movies and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, I think we're just kind of like wrap it up and just kind of keep this episode kind of short. We've got a lot of stuff that is planned for this month. We've got like guests lined up, and stuff like that. And we're probably
you guys love them guests.
We're probably going to be playing some games soon. And, we're going to be doing the Drunk podcast soon. I think we're actually going to actually plan it out well so that we can do a drunk podcast where we don't have to worry about, because obviously there's like kids in the house. So like I want other adults to be here that will not be participating in the drinking, just in case. But we're going to get that going because I think it'll be really fun. And if me and Tito end up doing some really, really stupid shit and we just never put it out, then you'll know why it never went out. But anyway, Tito's, we're Tito's. Where can they find you, Tito's?
You guys can find me at Shelf at your local liquor store. No, I'm just kidding. Now I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Bandito293. Wow, I said that super weird. I apologize again, guys. I'm very tired. at Bandito Tito 93 at both Twitter and Instagram, guys. I always love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think about the show, what you like, what you don't like, what you want to hear, what you don't want to hear. What about you, Junior?
You guys can find me at pops.maniac as well as nerdy.bros.inc on Instagram. Guys, like I said, share the podcast, buy some merch, help support us. We really, really appreciate it. But with that being said, you guys have a good week, all right?
All right, guys. Bye.